my wonderful people of God. I'm back again, and once again, my name is Caris. Okay, um, today I'm going to be talking about my lessons from Taking the Bullet Part 2. If you are yet to see Part 2 of Taking the Bullet, please go to Segun Badejo YouTube channel and watch the movie. Okay, so my first lesson from the part 2 of Taking the Bullet was the aspect where Paul prayed to God for his father. His father was sick and was praying to God that um, God should heal him and God should not make him die in sin. So in that place, Paul had already had a lot of issues with admission. He was already getting depressed. He was even already drawing back in his spiritual life. But he could still go back to God, like, God, I cannot do without you. Yes. So in spite of his own struggles, his own situation, he was able to still pray to God for his father. So as believers, we shouldn't allow things are happening around us to hinder us from praying to God, yes, to hinder us from communicating to God, to hinder our spiritual life. We should make that as an opportunity to draw closer to God, and then we should not allow that to also hinder us from interceding for others. We should see the lives of others too. We should have passion for people's life to change, and not be carried away by our feelings and just by our emotions, or just by only the good things happening to us. So my next lesson is where from where Wale defended his friend. So they went on an operation and they called Wale, even after he had told them he tried calling them, he tried to preach to them, they refused, and they had to call him as a doctor in training, and they called him to come and treat one of them that was injured. And in an attempt to treat one of them, the soldier attacked, and he defended his friend, the friend that he didn't even care about him. He stood in front of the friend and was ready to take the bullet for him. And it's very unusual for you to see a man do that, because of a lot of people are selfish. It's very rare. It's God that does that. Let's be sincere. So, but for a man to do that, it must truly be the help of God. The help of God, the passion, the selfless nature that God must have put in him, the consistent relationship with God. And so he stood and defended his friend, because he had that mindset that, okay, if my friend dies today, he won't make heaven. But if I die today, I'll make heaven. At least this friend must not die in sin. So he tried to defend him, and there was a struggle between him and the soldier, and he later became unconscious and all. And he was battling between life and death, and his life was at stake. So it's very strange, but it's truly a lesson that God does more than that for us. God has died for us, eventually died for us. Yeah, the other parts, we should be able to go and watch the other parts of the movie to be able to know what eventually happened to him, whether he died or not. Please go and watch it. Okay, so his another lesson from there was the fact that his friends eventually gave their life to Christ. All of them in that group, the court group, every one of them gave their life to Christ. They surrendered their weapons, and they eventually knew that they eventually admitted God's love for them. So his sacrifice was not in vain. Sacrifice was not in vain, and let's not make God's sacrifice by sacrificing His Son Jesus Christ for us not to be in vain in our life. By we, if you know you are not yet saved today, surrender your life to Christ today. It's just you admitting that God, I know without you, I can do nothing. God, I surrender my life to you today. Just saying those words, that Lord, with your mouth you confess that you confess Christ as your Lord and Savior, that Lord, you're my Lord and my Savior, and you surrender your life to Him, and you believe in your heart, believing in your heart that He is the one that will deliver you from sin, and admitting that He is your Savior, surrendering and asking Him for strength, divine strength to overcome sin, and surrendering all your own efforts to Him today. Just with those few words, you are now a child of God. And then, if you are born again already, you're ready to sacrifice all. You're ready to sacrifice everything God is laying in your heart to do, just to make sure that the lives of men are saved, just to make sure that you bring people to Christ, just to make sure that you have the nature of Christ, and to make sure that no one perish, no one around you perish, your friends, your loved ones. Just reach out to them and keep on praying for them, and God will help you much more. All right, I'd like to see your own comments on your lessons from Taking the Bullet Part 2. And if you are yet to see it, please go to the YouTube channel Shegun Badejo, and I'm sure you will be blessed. Thank you for watching till the end. God bless you. Bye.